It's seen as the biggest overhaul of the benefit system for generations. Some of the government's most significant changes will take years to implement fully, but today the process begins in earnest. And this is one of many areas where the changes will be felt. St Anne's is among the most deprived parts of Nottingham.
How long have you been living in this house?
28 years.
Some have been living in the same council house for decades. Everdale Robinson bought his own home, but had to sell it back to the Housing Association when he lost his job and his marriage collapsed. Now he says he'll have to move because housing benefits being cut and his council tax bill has gone up.
Well, it's going to make me worse off. More and more worse off. Probably on the streets.
You think that's a possibility?
No, it's a possibility. Well, unless they find me, because I mean the rent's going to go more in arrears.
Several changes are coming into force today. Housing benefits being cut for those in social housing with spare bedrooms. Many low-income families will have to pay more council tax as the amount spent on that benefit is reduced. And from this April, other working age benefits will rise by just 1% a year. Taken together, these changes represent the biggest overhaul of benefits in decades. Critics think the poorest and most vulnerable are being penalised. But the government says its policies make the system fairer and reward those who want to work.
What we're doing is getting some fairness in the system, getting the bills under control, and reforming a system that lets people trapped on benefit out of work. That has to change. We're changing it now.
But Labour says the government is taking money from low and middle-income families whilst cutting taxes for millionaires.
We've got unemployment that is going up because the government's doing so little to get Britain back to work, but also the system that supports those of our neighbours who are in need is being taken apart. So David Cameron once upon a time gave us this idea of a big society. What he's now implementing is a brutal society where those who are poorest have the most taken from them.
The coalition thinks it has the support of millions of taxpayers who work hard and want to get on, but critics believe the system will fail those who need it the most. Mike Sargent, BBC News, Nottingham.